Let go, man. Little runs before we go even get it in. Before we get up and get to it. Try the heat out. Here he goes. Man. I need to come up. Man, yeah. I need to get into that bench.
I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. So Cleveland will get first possession. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
The speed and confidence of Mitchell on display. A master at knifing his way to the rim.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. The Heat making their last shot. Gets the three ball to go.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Come on,
Dog.
Dog. Crazy move.
Hang time on the rim.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
Here's Hero. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Donovan Mitchell with a board.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Oh, man, we ain't getting back.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is.
And we're
what it
literally
is
running
right
the
now.
same side.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Here's Hero. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Pass to Richardson. Now here's Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Love. Back to Richardson. Over Garland. Misses the baby hook.
God.
You talk about an anchor for this defense.
I
Richard
messed
Jared
up the
Allen
first
is that.
time, for real.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen.
Are we
He's
good?
a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference.
I ain't gonna my bad, dog. You ain't touch the ball.
And he comes up with a
That's my
bucket.
dog, dog.
I
That's
wouldn't
my
say
bad, dog.
Butler
That's my
seeks
dog.
contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
On the wing, Mitchell. Inside.
No, sir.
Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
He is not standing in front of him like that. Like,
Pass to
stop.
Love. Here's Adebayo. Hero for three. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 3.
Oh,
Here's
my.
Mitchell.
This
And
thing.
blocked. That
Let's
one
go.
goes careening off the glass. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success.
There we go.
Point guard
There we
Darius
go.
Garland said, "We're building something here, and we've come a long way. It feels
There we
amazing
go.
having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us. And Brian, they know there's still work to do."
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
Come on, man. He ain't even touching.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Good on the shot.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
He drops it from range. Garland's got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler.
I don't get no foul call.
Butler on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Jump shot is good that time.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Now Mitchell. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. And so it's Rozier who brings it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. Pass to Adebayo. That one's good from the corner. He's got 6.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Here's Allen. Pounded by Adebayo. The 3 from Okoro. Adebayo grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Come on, baby.
Pass to Jovic. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Adebayo. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Rozier can't get it to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's still a close game. Heat out in front, up 1. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It
All right,
leads
son.
to some
You
easy
think he's
buckets,
gonna go,
and I
huh?
think it's giving them control of the pace in
Let's
this
go.
one.
Robinson gets the bucket. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big
All right,
men
son.
can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with
Are we good?
easy looks inside.
Niang a screen.
Way to recover, man.
Somehow
Oh,
scores the layup in traffic. The Heat with the
They
lead.
love bailing people out.
a switch here.
Team foul. And for the Heat, number 0, Josh Richardson.
Here's Jovic. Still no points. Outside Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Hero.
How you stop?
Banked it in off the glass.
Go.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Outside Richardson. Hero outside. Puts up a deep 3. Thompson pulls it in.
I'm trying to see. Why would you go back that far?
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time.
Are we open you? You go
First foul
back
of the
that
game.
far?
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Garland. No good. That would have tied it.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Richardson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Garland with the ball. Hero picks him up. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell taking no chances.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down on you quick.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here's Burks. Pass to Hero. Bryant outside. Just 5 to shoot. Now Burks.
Man, can't nobody.
Cash it in from close range. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian,
I want to say this.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Pass to Okoro. Garland for 3. Rebound Miami. Now here's Butler.
Oh my God.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Bryant with a block. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. 1:50 left to play in the second quarter. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
The Cavaliers lead by 3. And Mitchell with the slam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Robinson on the wing. And it's in there. Robinson's got 5 points.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Pass to Mitchell. Allen a screen. Mitchell on the drive. Allen outside. Now here's Mobley. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Out to Garland. Fires for 3. And Hero grabs the board.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Outside Butler. Back to Hero. Right side Robinson. Outside Jaquez. Fires from deep. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Garland. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Robinson on the wing. Launches it.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Garland for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Cavaliers on top, up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. To the middle. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Pass to Niang. Merrill with it. From outside the arc. Fires in the triple. Merrill's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend.
Man.
The coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. Kicks it to Hero. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Jerome. No points so far. Lets it fly. A shot by Merrill, no good.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you.
Let's go, man. Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Merrill. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Back to Adebayo.
Why is everything so slow?
Thompson with some nice D.
Man.
And here comes Cleveland. It's a 5-point game. Merrill outside. Niang a screen. This one for 3. Cleveland again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A different look for Cleveland. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Right side Love. Pass to Richardson. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Cleveland. On the wing, Mitchell. Now Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Garland for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 7. And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident player.
Man, if I draw any foul,
guarded by Adebayo.
I was just trying to think.
Outside Garland.
I don't know if I draw one foul. No.
Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Knocked loose.
Oh my.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Garland. And the
Oh my
good.
God, man.
Garland's got 10.
Storming in on that drive. Garland just burst right through the coverage.
Down low. Here's Love. That shot is off. Good D by Mobley. Here's Mitchell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Duncan Robinson.
A relentless effort on the drive. Mitchell goes through the foul.
Both free throws good from Mitchell.
Okay.
Heat trail by 11. Rozier with it. Pass to Jovic. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Rozier. Inside. Rejected by Allen.
And with that wingspan of Allen, you always have to be aware of where he is because he will block a shot from pretty much anywhere.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Counted from distance. Give him 8.
Yeah, this is encouraging to see. Rozier actively looking to get the rock to his guys.
And here's Garland.
What my speed?
It'll count. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Wow. Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Cleveland leading by 13. Merrill outside. Offline with a 3. Outside Richardson. Fires the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Oh, stolen by Richardson. On the wing, Richardson. Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Here's Merrill. The 3. Adebayo grabs the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
On the wing, Thompson. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Shot clock at 6. And here's LeVert for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat trail by 9. Itaquez on the wing. Misses from short range.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
What's impressive about Caris LeVert, he's played a lot of different roles, Richard.
From averaging 20 points a game to more of a complimentary scorer. Look, LeVert has been a starter. He's come off the bench. He has thrived in any assignment you give him.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead. BA?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And he makes it. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Oh, my
and
God.
he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
That's early, slightly early.
Outside Mitchell.
He ain't go out.
And it's Miami with a rebound. To the left wing. Here's Jovic.
Huh.
Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Jovic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Cleveland leading by 10. Pass to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Garland for three. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Jovic. To the middle. Here's Highsmith. Has to Ware. Now Adebayo. To the inside. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
And they'll get another chance. Mobley on a screen. Here's Mitchell. A strong move by Mitchell inside. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And it's Love missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Garland, no good. Heat trailed by 12. Now Richardson. Pass to Love. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Mitchell with the ball. From behind the arc. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Cavaliers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game. They battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Donovan Mitchell.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Mitchell with the slam.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Back to Robinson. Looking to end the run. Outside Butler. Here's Adebayo. That one doesn't drop. Here's Mitchell. And the lamp is good off the glass.
Baseline.
Versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Well, you and I, Doris, are both pumped up for this game, aren't we? Two exciting teams going head-to-head tonight.
Kevin, we've got great athletes almost everywhere on the floor tonight. The play at the rim should be electric. Let's go.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the missed shot by Franz Wagner. Isaac outside. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Isaac. And a miss there off the inbound. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
He said SGA has this... special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Man, we didn't even have. Come on, y'all. 2805, wasn't no need.
To go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Carter
oh my
missing.
God.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Here's Carter. Got it. Good job in the low post. Thunder off to a quick start here. It's a 5-point game. Williams outside. Orlando grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Down low. Harden. Wagner wide open. There's the triple.
Go.
That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Wagner's got 5 now.
That's about trusting your instincts, knowing when the shot he wants to take is there and taking it in the catch and shoot. Mr. Wagner.
Pass to Hartenstein.
Hell no.
The rebound by Batadze. And it's the Magic with the ball. Trailing by 2. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. George, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet.
I don't see how he can just go dunk it.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Dort. Orlando grabs the miss. There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Black. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Pass to Dort. Now Hartenstein. .29 seconds left to play here in the first. The Magic trailed by 3. Wagner on the wing. Rebound by Williams.
And listen,
sometimes it's dead late, but the other one early.
The easiest of opportunities.
Hartenstein with it. Back to Joe. Puts up a deep 3. No good on that one. good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Back to Williams. Over to the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. His 3-pointers off the mark. Pass to De Silva. Wagner, right side. Here's Black. Back to Wagner. And the layup's good off the glass.
But might be scared to knock.
Let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Hey, get my ass.
Hartenstein's got 6.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Rocket 2.
That's amazing, man.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offense.
Damn, but he get right on the side of him, now.
Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Magic trailed by 5. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Suggs. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Now, here's Suggs. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's De Silva. Nice D from Williams. The Thunder leading by 3. To the inside. And finished off by Williams.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out
there?
Man,
hey, man.
Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and banks it in.
Man, this game sucks.
That was a 7.
We just coming down and court losing the ball.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the pass.
Oh, my God. He can't get off of that.
Steals in transition.
And that one's good, Wagner.
But all they got to do is run on the side of my hip, they go.
Wagner might be young, but he is undeterred.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the court.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He has 5. Pulls up on the wing. And too long on the shot.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been... swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option.
How do you not get that?
Frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality. Nice pass by Lou Dort. You're playing in pick and roll, and your teammate's open, you find him. Nicely done.
Here's Wagner. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Wagner's got 10.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Pass to Joe. Goes up from the top of the key. And that one, good.
So that pick held him net long.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Carter missing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Leading by 5.
And just pick and roll and pause.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. He gets it up. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Magic trailed by 5. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Back to Wagner.
That was him. He would have rolled right off of me.
Now Isaac hasn't made one yet. Wagner wide open. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander to the middle. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Thunder.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And the basket by Isaac.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
Screen by Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams a screen. A three. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Carter. Back to Wagner. Lets it go with the three.
How is I'm also confused with his jump.
Oklahoma City.
Then if I do it a little late, it's late. If I do it a little, it's crazy.
Back to Dort. Now Hartenstein.
Like I should be sniping with him.
Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
They've hardly needed any.
But Wendell Carter got a problem scoring on
he's provided almost all
on Isaiah Joe, man.
Pass to Wagner. Kicks it out to Wagner.
Let's go.
Hands it from downtown. Wagner's got 13.
Like the Watt side in this tennis is crazy.
Offensive player, knock down those deep shot jumps, sir.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Williams. The Thunder with another miss. The Magic trailed by 4. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. The Thunder leading by 4. Down low. And the slam by Williams.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can score it, so you have to respect it. That sets up his passing game. What a pretty delivery.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Teams changing it up here.
Round of applause for the 407.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Trains it from beyond the arc. Blacks got 5 now.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Back to Hartenstein from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And the Thunder lead by 6.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Howard. Back to Caldwell Pope. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. For that time working inside.
Back to Wiggins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Oklahoma City.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. 52 seconds left to play in the third. The Magic trailed by 6. Inside. There's Bitadze. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
For 3, Caldwell Pope drains the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
No good from the wing. And so it's Isaiah Hartenstein making things happen for the Thunder. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Wiggins. Pass to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Williams. 5 on the clock. From downtown. Rebound by the Magic.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And that one's good, Wagner. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Puts up a deep 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
A shot by Williams, no good. Orlando trailing here. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking. Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Williams. To halt the run. Nailed from three-point land. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you
oh my God, what would make you pass it to him?
And the shot goes in. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
On the wing, Williams. Shoots over Wagner. Williams missing again. Orlando with the ball. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. While we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys.
Thank you, David.
Taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite.
Man. But they had some timeouts.
Of smart basketball. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Wagner.
It has to be long. Oh, that a minute.